Shylan Scubis is a resident of West Virginia Sober Living Solutions in Morgantown, West Virginia. She transferred here after spending a year in jail on drug-related charges.
I was addicted to drugs. I fell into a dark spot in my life, led me to incarceration.
Providing opioid settlement money to recovery homes is one of the ways experts say those dollars can have immediate impact.
Do you need any Narcan?
Along with harm reduction services like distributing the overdose reversal medication naloxone and making substance use treatment more available.
Right now I'm focused on me and my recovery and getting on my own 2 feet again.
What are some of the pros and cons of spend now or save for later?
There are no pros for save for later.
Jonathan Stoltman is executive director of the Opioid Policy Institute.
We're still in an active crisis right now, so it makes sense to spend the money as quickly and as effectively as possible on the things that we know work.
Our concern is not so much the past, it's the future.
Jonathan Board is executive director of the West Virginia First Foundation, a private nonprofit created by the state to distribute the bulk of West Virginia's settlement money. He takes a different approach.
We know certain areas of recovery are really important, but we have to start thinking generationally too.
Board agrees money needs to be spent now, but also wants to take a long-term approach to reduce the likelihood of the addiction cycle continuing.
We need to take an eye and move a little bit upstream to prevention as well. That's where we change fundamentally the trajectory of this state.
West Virginia has the worst overdose rate in the country, 3 times the national average, and it's having an overwhelming impact on the children of substance users.
In West Virginia, over 50% of all of their children are being raised by someone other than their parents. As a small state, if we want to exist and thrive, we have to solve problems for our children and grandchildren. It's not just the here and now.
Board wants to see more money go to things like youth prevention services and foster care. But addiction experts say it's hard to fix the future when the crisis now is still so bad, with about 100,000 people nationwide dying every year of overdoses.
The crisis isn't going to end tomorrow or even next year. This is going to go on for years.
No, that's absolutely right. That's not to say that prevention isn't important, but we also know prevention is a real long game. Think about it as the building is on fire. The first thing that you got to do is put out the flames.
With more than $1 billion in opioid settlement money expected for West Virginia alone, Board is determined to make investing in the future part of their solution.
We have to think broadly. If we isolate or have tunnel vision, we won't solve this in any meaningful fashion.
For Spotlight on America, I'm Angie Moreski.